Okay, what I'm doing here is I just finally got my new toolbox, Snap-On. And you know the situation is with these fucking corporate dealers, motherfuckers, is that when you get these toolboxes, they actually are cheaper and more inexpensive than the fucking toolbox you had. So here's my original toolbox, which I should have just kept. It worked good. The only problem is it's a 1954 model Snap-On toolbox from the General Motors factory. And when I say that, I'm talking about the bottom box and this top box. These other two were added on. But this is a factory original 1954 Snap-On toolbox that was specifically made for the GM factory in Arlington, Texas when they opened the plant. It's dated and coded, and this was the original authentic taco wagon. Now let's go around the back here and I'm going to show you what we mean by taco wagon, because in the back here it has a door that you open up like that, and then there's shelves behind there as well. So yeah, that's the situation you got. So this toolbox I've had for very, very long time, at least 30 years, and it's served its purpose, but the problem is right here. You can't buy any more parts for it. Once it breaks, it's a done deal. And I got a couple drawers, like this one here only opens that far. Okay, that's the farthest it'll open, so you kind of see where we're at on the deal. So I went ahead and ordered a brand new Snap-On toolbox, which we're looking at right here. And I've been paying on this box. I want to let everybody know that I didn't pay cash for this fucking thing. I've been paying on this thing for 2.5 years. They sent me the wrong color the first go around. It took them 1.5 years to make their mind up to send me the right color. So yeah, this is the fucking deal. But let me show you the problem that I'm having with my fucking toolbox, because I don't like it.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
When you open the drawers up, what do you see here? You see dividers, okay? These are drawer dividers. They are built into the toolbox. Every fucking drawer has it. Even this big drawer has it. The only drawer that doesn't have dividers is the bottom box, which is designed for all your big shit. This toolbox I'm very happy with. If it didn't fuck up, there's another divider. But if the drawers wouldn't have fucked up like this one here, I can only open it that far because it'll fall out if I don't. I would have kept this toolbox and painted it again. I actually painted this thing 3 times, but on with the story. So you see that this one has built-in dividers. And when we come over here to the new one, we're going to open several of these drawers here. You can see that there is no dividers whatsoever, any which way but fuck off, in this toolbox. No dividers whatsoever. I went over to Sears and I bought some of these plastic ones, which I'm not happy with. I think they're stupid. Cheap and inexpensive. I guess they'll work, but I'm not satisfied with them. In my chop drawers up there, I got 3 sections. This is some of my wrenches. I actually have other toolboxes that I use to roll around the shop that have other tools in them. But I'm not happy with it because that's the deal, see? So here's my drill drawer, and in this drawer over here, let me show you, believe it or not, all those drill bits fit in this drawer. You see I have 3 sections here. So I'd have my drill bits back here, I had all my center punches and chisels here, and then I had my tap and die shit going on up here. And on this particular drawer here, I ain't got shit. I got one big giant drawer, I got my drill bits in the middle, I got my tap and dies on this end, and I got all my chisels and shit in the corner. It looks like fucking shit. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. And as we open this drawer, you can see this is a joke. All right, I like to organize my shit. I'd like to have all the pliers over here, needle nose and small shit there, you know, maybe my crescent wrenches over here and all that. But I can't do that because there's no shelf dividers built into the fucking toolbox when you buy them. Because what their ingenious plan is when you buy these fucking toolboxes, if you want shelf dividers, we'll sell them to you separately. You can buy them from us and we will sell them to you. Are you fucking serious? I just got done spending over $5,000 for a fucking toolbox and you're gonna sell me some fucking shelf dividers? What the fuck? So if we look right here, you can see that I have my sheet metal out, and I already went ahead, let me get out of that sun, that's some bright action there. I already went ahead and cut one strip because I am going to make my own shelf dividers. I don't need Snap-On selling me shelf dividers or drawer dividers for a fucking toolbox that I've been paying on for 2.5 years, and then I get it and it's not satisfaction to my fucking use. And this is where our little review comes in. What we're going to do is we are going to review the $60 Harbor Freight banding brake tool, 30-inch I might say. All right, this thing costs 60 bucks, and we're going to actually review this and see if this actually does the job that we need to do to make our shelf dividers the way that we want them, so they'll look professional instead of some hokey-pokey Sears and Roebuck bullshit plastic crap. Let's get this thing out of the box, let's check it out, let's put it together and see what happens. So at first glance, it looks like it's in a nice sturdy box. We're going to go ahead and open that. Now, I don't know what this consists of because I've never seen it before. I got online looking for some type of cheap, inexpensive bend so I can have some nice, you know, accurate bends to make my shelf dividers with, or my drawer dividers. And I came across this and it was on sale for $60, so I went ahead and got it over there at yeah, Harbor Freight. But anyway, when we open it up, the first thing we're going to see our instructions. Alright, so it does come with instructions, kind of gives you a quick overview of it. Owner's manual, safety instructions, kind of tells you how it goes together, this, that, and the other. So we're going to go ahead and open that. We're going to take a good look at it and see if it's an accurate manual. It does say manual, even though it's only one page, but yeah, that's about it. Let's see, save this manual, keep this manual, and safety warnings and precautions, assembly, operating, inspection, maintenance. I don't really see anything here. Okay, visit our website for your technical support, item 61791. Okay, this isn't a manual. So, yeah, it does have a 90-day warranty with Harbor Freight tools, and how can they say that's a manual? A piece of paper that basically tells you to get on their website? Okay. So let's go ahead and unpack this thing and see what's going on with it. Now, I'm not going to mount this to a workbench, but it looks like you can mount it to a workbench if need be. Let's go ahead and get it all together. It doesn't look like you need any tools to put it together. You kind of just take your little small handles that it comes with and screw those on the ends right here. So make sure that those handles are on very, very tight. And then the next thing we got here, we got us a piece of metal. So let's go ahead and get that out, because we're going to get rid of this cardboard and see how this thing fucking works. Kind of a mess getting out of the box. Believe it or not. There we go. Okay. So to really make it work properly, we're going to have to go ahead and clamp this down to the table. Now that we got the machine clamped down, what we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces of metal. Now you can see I've already cut these out. I went ahead and actually added 1/4 of an inch to the piece that I need, so when I bend it over, it's going to have a 1/4 inch lip so I can put my double-sided tape on it. So before we go ahead and set this thing up, we're going to go ahead and measure our piece where we want our bend at, and I'm going to want a 1/4 inch bend, so I'm going to go ahead and make a mark right here, and then I'm going to come down here on this end, and I'm going to make a mark right here. And then, if you look right there in the center, you can see where the seam is. I'm going to line that up on there, right with that seam. I'm going to take my piece of flat stock here, and I'm going to line that up with the seam and the mark on my metal. And I can tell you right now that using this is a little bit of a chore to actually get a good, accurate setting on it. So I got my metal underneath. I measured out 1/4 of an inch, laid it down on where the bend is going to be, where this thing here is going to bend it up. I went ahead and put my flat stock down on top of the metal, lining it up with the bend in the machine as well. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 vice grips. I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to put one on this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and bend this up and see what happens. And it's not working. Okay. So it is not working, and let's go ahead and look at that and see what we got. Okay, I just bent it up, and you can see that by using this bend tool will not cut the mustard. So we won't give up yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some more C-clamps, and then we'll C-clamp that down and see if that does the trick. Okay, I went ahead and I straightened out the piece of metal. We're going to start this little trip over, and this time, instead of using vice grips, we're going to go ahead and use C-clamps. So I'm going to get it all lined up where I want it, just like that. Come over here and move that one right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pair of C-clamps this time. I'm going to go ahead and C-clamp that down right on top of the metal and the sheet metal as well. Alright, now that I got the clamps holding this brace down on top of the sheet metal, 20 gauge at that, let's see what happens now. Okay, I feel it working. It's not sliding anymore like it was a minute ago. And then we're going to go ahead and check it out. And then if we look right there, you can see it's got a nice square 90-degree bend. I went just a little bit too far. We could fix that on our anvil. And this one here is actually square. No, it's not. It's actually at an angle too. So it looks like it does work. It looks like to me that it would be a pain in the ass to use this all the time. But for small little jobs, I think that it'll cut the mustard. Let's go ahead and do one more. We're going to stick our steel right there. See how quick we can get these 3 made. Then we'll go check them out on the toolbox. We're going to lay that right on top of this. And another thing I found out, it's better to use without gloves. Especially when you're using sheet metal, because gloves seem to get in the way. So, yeah, this is kind of a pain in the ass to get this just right. We're going to go ahead and try this out one more time. I'm going to clamp it down right here. Now I'm going to clamp it down right here. And then we're going to go ahead and bend it one more time, bringing it up to a nice 90-degree job there. And then after doing that, I can see that this will work for what I'm going to do. Let's go in the other room. Let's see how our shelf divider works, drawer divider, and see if it's going to cut the mustard and work properly like we want it to. Okay, so we want to go ahead and put a divider in this area right here. This is the one I just got done making. Let's see what happens when we stick it in there. And it looks like that's going to actually work out really, really well. The way that I'm going to mount that on there is I'm going to cut the black rubber that you see here, the pad. I'll go ahead and take some 1/4-inch double-sided tape, just like you're looking at here. I'll tape that baby down and install it into the toolbox. And then I think we'll have us some nice dividers into our toolbox that should have had them anyway for the price that we paid. Yeah, a lot of money. A lot of fucking money. So what's my final judgment on the Harbor Freight 30-inch bending brake that we have right here with our one-page owner's manual that says get on the internet and always keep this with you? My opinion is, yes, it is worth $60. I wouldn't pay a penny more for it. And it's good only for little stuff like I'm doing, such as these. They say that it'll work all the way up to 17 gauge steel. I would have to actually, do that. I don't think that would actually cut the mustard. But for 20 gauge or 18 gauge, I think it'll work just fine. And if you're going to make like precise bending type shit, no, it's not going to work. This is only made for little bullshit stuff that you might be able to use, such as what I'm doing. Or maybe if you're going to make a little panel or something that needs a nice bend on it, if you're going to fix some rust or make a box or whatever. But as far as being the most accurate tool in the world, no, that's not it. So there's my review on that. It's good for the hobby guy, DIY guy, for small little jobs. And if you're looking for a type of tool like this, it's only $60 at Harbor Freight, and it actually works pretty good. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. I got to get my drawer dividers made because Snap-on doesn't supply them anymore.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.